Okay, this is the Scythe Maze Master 2 fan controller. I've only just put it in, so I can't give like too much comment on it, but it seems pretty good. The finish is quite nice. The button clicking for the low profile on the dials is quite nice. You know, it's got a nice feel to it, and it makes that lovely little noise. The knobs feel like they're worth the money when you turn them. If you get me, they don't just spin straight round. They have some resistance to them, which is nice. I haven't tested the alarm function yet, so I can't really comment on that. But I do have a slight little qualm with it, and that is, on my unit at least, just get a torch to show you this. Well, actually, if I set this fan now, so it's at its minimum speed, so I'll slowly raise until it starts, okay? Right, okay. So that's at its minimum speed, and so is the other fan next to it. You can see there, on that first fan, right on the dial there, that the, it's maybe kind of hard to see, but the, there we go. See how the knob there is pretty much facing number 1, and it's at its minimum speed, whereas fan 2 right there is actually facing totally to the left at its minimum speed. And all these fans are actually at their minimum speed, so my minimum on 3 is past the 3, and my minimum on 4 is just past the 4. So it's pretty much all the same except for 1 and 2. All the same except for 1 and 2, if that makes no sense. This can kind of be difficult. If you want to have all your fans at minimum speed, you have to kind of remember where the position is for each one. They're not all the same, and you can also see this if I just shut them all off a second. You can see that their minimum speed right there is almost all the way down. Next one is slightly left. Next one is a little left, and that one is more towards the downside. So it can be a little bit confusing when you're trying to set them to the utmost, minimum temperatures. You have to actually start to remember where each dial is going to need to be, or just slowly turn each one up until you see the dial actually start to go from an off position to you see RPM, and then it's at its minimum state. That can be a bit of a nuisance, but I suppose it may be something I'll get used to. I haven't tried the alarm function, as I said. One downside to the alarm function that I did find just now, as I was looking for the instruction, is that to set the actual different temperatures, you need to use a panel that's on the back, on the inside. So if you're going to buy this, make sure you know what kind of temperatures that you want your alarms to go off on, because all these little switches are on the inside. You have to actually go inside the case to change these dials to suit the temperature you want. So if I'd bothered reading this, I would have had the temperature, but unfortunately I have to take the side of the case off now and put something in and try and flick these little switches to get it to my preferred temperature, because I'm going to want them at 65 degrees. So yeah, just take note of that and make sure you set it right. But yeah, apart from that, it seems like a nice piece of kit, I must be honest, and it seems to go with with the blue as well. It goes with the front of the case really nice if you have that kind of thing going on. But yeah, so far there's no real complaints with it, and I can advise.